Welcome everyone to another exciting episode where we dive deep into the fascinating world of the Indian Constitution. Today, we're peeling back the layers on its salient features perfectly essential for anyone gearing up for the UPSC exams. Now, did you know that the Indian Constitution is the longest written constitution in the world? It originally had 395 articles, 22 parts and 8 schedules. That's extraordinary, right? It's like the Swiss Army knife of governance.
Ooh, wow, that's kind of mind-blowing. How does that even work? I mean, why so many articles? Is it just because India is, such a big place?
Absolutely. The length and detail serve to reflect the diversity and complexity of India itself. Each section addresses the unique administrative needs of our vast country, all while borrowing elements from a variety of sources. It's like we've created a constitutional mosaic.
A mosaic. So, what are some of those sources then? Which countries did we borrow from?
Great question. Our constitution is often referred to as a bag of borrowings. For instance, we borrowed the parliamentary system and rule of law from the UK, the concept of fundamental rights and judicial review from the USA, and the directive principles from Ireland. The federal structure with a strong centre draws from Canada. The key is that we adapted these ideas to fit our unique context instead of just repurposing them.
Ooh, I see. So it's more like remixing than just straight up copying?
Exactly. It's like taking ingredients from different cuisines to make a delicious fusion dish. And speaking of adaptations, the Constitution has a fascinating blend of rigidity and flexibility. Some provisions can be amended with a simple majority, others require a special majority, and some need state ratification.
That sounds, complicated. So how does that affect, governance on the ground?
It's vital. The mix allows for necessary changes while also keeping foundational principles intact. For example, during emergencies, the Constitution adopts a unitary bias, granting stronger powers to the centre. Scholars often call it quasi-federal, which is quite interesting, don't you think?
Ooh, wow. So that means in crisis situations, the government can, really step in. But doesn't that sound a bit, risky?
Definitely. It opens the door for both efficient governance during crises as well as potential overreach. Now, transitioning to the structure, India adopts the British parliamentary form of government. We have a nominal head, the President, and a real executive, the Prime Minister, who leads the Council of Ministers responsible to the Lok Sabha.
Ah, right. A little bit like a figurehead in a way, isn't it? So, what's the role of the Lok Sabha in all of this?
Exactly. The Lok Sabha plays a crucial role as it represents the elected will of the people. It's the primary legislative body. Now let's move to something really important: fundamental rights. Part 3 of the Constitution guarantees 6 essential rights. For instance, the right to equality and freedom of religion are fundamental to shaping our democratic identity.
Ooh, wow. So, are those rights enforceable in court?
Yes, and that's what makes Article 32 so significant. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar actually described it as the heart and soul of the Constitution. It allows individuals to approach the Supreme Court for the enforcement of their rights.
That's awesome. So, what about those directive principles of state policy you mentioned? I've heard they're non-justiciable. What does that even mean?
Great catch. Non-justiciable means they're not legally enforceable in a court of law. However, they're fundamental for governance. They guide the state in making true to its promise of a welfare state. Think of them as our constitutional moral compass.
That's a nifty way to think about it. So, if they guide lawmaking but can't be enforced, does that mean politicians might just ignore them?
Well, it depends. That's why political will play such a critical role. Now let's touch upon the fundamental duties, introduced by the 42nd Amendment in 1976. They promote civic responsibility, and while they're not enforceable, they remind citizens of their moral obligations.
Ooh, civic responsibility sounds important. But what if someone doesn't, follow those duties? Is there any accountability for that?
Well, that's a conundrum. Since they aren't legally enforceable, accountability often falls under social pressure or political discourse. It's like being part of a community where, if you don't contribute, you get a nudge or more like a gentle shove from your peers.
Haha, right. So, do we have a, checks and balances system to make sure everything's lawful?
Absolutely, the independent judiciary is critical here. It safeguards our fundamental rights through judicial review and maintains the integrity of the Constitution.
Incredible. So we're kind of protected from potential abuses of power. But what about citizenship? I heard India has single citizenship. How does that work compared to, say, the USA?
Exactly. Unlike the USA, where you can have state and national citizenship, India offers single citizenship, which strengthens our sense of unity. It's like being part of a single team, no matter where you live in the country.
Wow, that makes so much sense, like you're all playing for the same team, right?
Precisely. All these features reflect the vision of our constitution makers: unity, democracy, and social justice. In the next episode, we'll connect these features with previous years' UPSC questions, so stick around.
I can't wait. Keep listening and keep learning, everyone.